It's such a great honor to be able to raise funds for Living Beyond Breast Cancer organization.
Yes, thank you, Renee, very much for helping us to organize this event. It's for a beautiful cause, and it's always our pleasure to help people.
Currently, right now, I'm officially live, and I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Winning Wednesday. You know, it is the mind midweek pep talk that really helps you to supercharge your business as well as life. I don't look at it as hump day. I'm already live. If you're watching me on YouTube or also on Facebook, go ahead and put some yellow hearts in the chat. You know, grateful to be not only one of the moderators as well as one of the hosts with the Breakfast with Champions, but also grateful to be the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors, where we truly help to transform lives by bridging that gap with financial literacy alongside with health and wellness. And today we are diving into the power of the number 7 with 7 actionable steps to empower you. How many of you guys need that energy of just being empowered? This morning we were able to hear 2 incredible songs. You know, every day we rock and roll with the Breakfast with Champions, thanks to Mr. Glenn Lundy, because of Tony with the Keys. And oh my goodness, he has Tony with the Keys alongside with Darian Sanders. Both of them have powerful, powerful songs. And I don't know about you guys, but if you realize, even in music, there's 7 notes that really you can connect with as well. So we're going to talk about, some people call it the lucky 7. Some people call it that magic number 7. We're going to say the power of the number 7 today, and how that 7 can really help to transform so many of the ways that you just think about things. It's going to give you that rebirth. Today is about reconnecting with your inner spirit, your inner strength, so therefore you can be supercharged to take your business to the next level. That's what this Winning Wednesday is about. And if you think about the word rebirth, even in the word rebirth, guess how many letters, guys? It's 7 letters in rebirth. You know, I'm grateful to have this energy with you guys today, and I want you to make sure you can return that same energy, because with it, guys, that's what it's about, the vibration. Stand in vibration and also stand in flow so you can keep on attracting everything that you desire. I want you to start your day, each day, with number 1, setting clear goals, guys. You got to have clarity. And with the clarity, it helps you to not only to be able to be organized, but also it gives you that completeness, because we know that's what that number 7 stands for as well. When we start a day off with the right energy, when we start the day off with automatically having our goals set, we are able to accomplish so much more. Wouldn't you agree? Flash your mics if you're in the Breakfast with Champions. If you're able to go ahead on and start your day with that plan of action, you not only get more things accomplished, fam, but you also are focusing on completion. As I'm live right now, if you're on live with us, whether you're on YouTube, and I would love for you guys to join the Global Women Wealth Warriors TV on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the network as well. We have over 250 different episodes that truly you can connect with. We are about not only empowering, we empower women alongside with our future leaders. And I'll say this also, guys, since COVID, we've been able to embrace men on a whole nother level. So truly, we want you to stay engaged, okay? Engage with us, and also be able to share the information out with others. If you haven't already shared the room out in the Breakfast with Champions, let's make sure we do, because it's important for us to make that impact every day. All right. Completion. We talked about that. 7 days is how we know we have 7 days of the week. Did you even think about that? 7 days of the week. So every day we have to put aside that commitment and that time. So therefore we can do what? Stay in order, stay on top of ourselves so we can make sure we can reach our goals. I love how one of the moderators, Ms. Glendita, she poured in when we think about even with the power of God, he gave 7 days in order for him to complete this gift that he's given to us, and that's the earth, guys. We have right now something to look forward to every day. When we wake up, we don't take it for granted, right, guys? We do not take it for granted. We know the importance of living our life out loud and in color. And with that, guys, we make sure we're crystal clear on our goals for ourselves each week, as well as our goals of who we're going to impact. Somebody please put the word impact in the chat as well. You know, as I share with you guys today, we are networking within the Breakfast with Champions, and we're networking like a pro. You know why we network like a pro? Because we have the right intentions. We have that mission in place, and we understand when it comes down to that number 7, the connection. Somebody please put that in the chat. I must connect with other like-minded individuals. You know, every day is important for you to make that connection. Number 1, you got to make the connection with yourself. You know, earlier today was talking about relationships, and those relationships really do matter, especially when you have those great relationships, those strong relationships with that person. That's you. YOU. That's right. That's you. Trey, that's you. Shay, that's you. Shanita, that's you. Tracy, you. YOU. It starts with you. And then the relationship that you have with your superpower, with your higher power, whether it's God or you may have another belief, whatever the case may be, you have to have that relationship also with that superpower up above. And then the third relationship, I would say, is your family. Relationships are important, guys. We can talk about the friends, we can talk about our business partners, and I'll say this also, sometimes you have to have relationships with those who don't even really care much for you. You know, you got to kill them with kindness. But of course, as children of God, we always have to show what? Love. Love, love. So not only is it important for us to hold, you know, to stay in control of our lives as much as we possibly can, we got to work through sometimes the chaos that's in life as well. How many of you guys have had to go through some chaos within the last 3 months? Some of us are still in that chaos, right? So we know it's important for us to get right back on track. And how do we get back on track? By staying organized, by really identifying what it is that we need to do in order for us to thrive in this world that we're living in. Something else is important, guys. 7. I just love that number. It is the mystical number. I heard that's what Trey said. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. And you know, with New Orleans, we have so much magic that takes place. The mystical piece about that number 7. And allow us to, guys, remember we talk about staying in a creative flow. Entrepreneurs. We have so many entrepreneurs in the Breakfast for Champions right now. If you're an entrepreneur and you're watching me right now as well, go ahead on and put a 7-7 in the chat. We love to know if you're an entrepreneur. Why? Because we can connect. We can learn from each other. We can grow. And as we grow, we got to stay in flow, guys. Staying in flow is powerful. That creativity of staying in flow is one of the things when we wake up early. We know we have actionable steps that we have to do, right? First, we start off our mornings by giving our grace to Father God. And then from there, we give ourselves a good stretch. We drink our water. Some of us, we do our 45-minute exercise routine so we can stay healthy. We make sure we are on that motivational tip. So we got to do what? We have to really wrap ourselves and embrace ourselves around some things that's going to empower us. Some of us like to, whether you enjoy the Breakfast with Champions at 5 a.m. in the morning every day, even on Saturdays, or you're reading an inspirational quote, or some of us even like to hear inspirational music. Whatever your sweet spot is, make sure you do it. That's helped to keep up that energy and also keeping you in flow, okay? That's something that you want to do. And I like the fact that every day it gives us an opportunity to do what? Learn something new from someone else. How many of you guys enjoy learning? How many of you guys just have an appreciation of learning, guys? Well, I know I do. You know, as we're preparing for our 7th year, okay, 7 years in business, guys. Oh my goodness. I've learned so much as an entrepreneur from when we first started to where we are today. And I'm so grateful just for all of the learning curves. Learn, you know, even for the learning opportunities as well. So again, that's important for us to do what? Learn something new every day. Currently, right now, we're giving birth to authors within the GW3 Society, thanks to our publisher, Malika Starr, alongside with Michael D. Butler. You know, we are helping others to be able to be their best version of themselves every day. When we wake up, we wake with the right intentions, and our mission statement is not only to bridge that financial literacy gap between that alongside with health and wellness, but also to make a global impact and change lives. Guys, we've been changing lives. I want to ask you, whose life have you been able to change? Put it in the chat. I want to know, whose life have you been able to change? In addition to that, who have changed your life? Ooh, that's twofold right there. So sometimes it's okay for you to be a mentee and a mentor. Whose life have changed because of you, and who have you changed because of them? I want you to put those answers in the chat, and we're going to get to those as well. I want to read so much of what it is that you're doing, so therefore we can have a stronger connection. That's important in this space that we're in. Setting clear, crystal clear goals for yourself each week. Remember, that's something that's powerful. Not only does it help you to connect with what it is that you said you're going to do, within the GW3 Global Society, we've upped our goals. We've upped our asks. You know, I've had the opportunity of working alongside with Mr. Steve Harvey right there. They've invited us there in Cancun, Mexico. And when he showed us his list of over 300 items on his dream boards, I'm like, oh my goodness. Well, what we've done, we've upped that ask to 365, guys. 365. Why? Because there's a day every day in the year. Every day, there's one day for the year. So we don't want to miss any opportunity at all in that space. And because we are able to embrace that opportunity, they give us constantly ways of being able to do what? Have bigger goals, right? Dream bigger. Staying always charged up without missing any dull moments. You know, 7 is truly that number for connection. Winning Wednesday, that's where we are right now. I wish Wednesday had 7 letters in it, but it doesn't, and that's okay. But I want you to ask yourself, with 7 new people in your network, can you change lives? With 7 new people in your network, can you impact other lives? I would like to say that answer is absolutely yes. When you are able to connect with individuals and have 7, just 7 guys, not only does it allow you to exercise new creativity, but it also gives you the opportunity to win bigger, because you can't do everything by yourself. You know, even in the Bible, it talks about 7 streams of income. That's right, minimum of 7 streams of income. And we've just been talking about the symbolization of what 7 means. I love the fact that it talks about also wisdom. I have to ask this question to you guys. How many of you all have traveled to Dubai and have visited the 7-star hotel? Put in a chat if you have visited the 7-star hotel. Oh my goodness, guys, that within itself was a pride of, I was like, 7 stars. I've never even experienced that before until 2020, I guess last year. Yeah, last year, experienced that 7-star brand. And so what we even did within the Global Women Wealth Warriors, if you look at our frames, go ahead on and take a look at the frames. There's several people on the stage with the frames. You'll see that they have 7 stars around their faces. And at the top, it has a 7-star. You know why? To me, 7 stars and 7, it's all about details. And I want you to start paying attention to more of the details, even with you and your journey. 7-star luxury brand. It was my first time ever experiencing this beautiful hotel, where it literally have an enormous aquarium inside. And oh my goodness, I'll make sure I post up pictures, just so you can see that visual. That's something important to your imagination. When you think about the seven wonders, when you think about also the seven continents, I mean, the number seven, it really, really symbolizes so much. In the chat, what does seven mean to you? You're live with me in the chat. If you didn't have a chance to share right there at the Breakfast of Champions, go ahead and put it in the chat. What does seven means to you? Some people say, I need 7 wives and 7 husbands. Now that's a whole nother show. We'll have to talk about that another time. But you know what? Whatever works for you, I'm happy for you. All right. I'm so happy. But truly, I want to say this, guys. We're excited about preparing for our the 7-year anniversary will be coming up August the 22nd through the 25th for the Power to Soar Leadership Conference. And already, guys, we're right now almost about a year out. Some people will be like, man, that's too early. But that's way too early. But really, it's not. When you have the time to prepare for what it is that you're destined for, to make sure it's in completion, because remember, that's what that 7 stands for as well. You want to give yourself enough grace and you want to give yourself enough time. And so I'm looking forward to not only you joining us for the 7th annual Power to Soul Leadership Conference. We're going right back to to Chateau Elan. Not only am I grateful for that relationship, but we're also partnering up with, guess what? 7 more new partners as well, as we're building out a stronger, bolder conference. And I'm so excited about those opportunities. I want you to embrace the fact of the matter that when you place yourself in alignment to win, because it's Winning Wednesday, I want you to always know you got to stretch yourself, right? Stretch yourself out your comfort zone. And we know through that number 7, we have the wisdom now to look at everything as opportunities. And I want you to say this to yourself: I'm going to work harder on becoming a solution-driven person. A solution-driven person. Okay? That is something that's important for you guys, because we know for sure challenges is going to appear. But when we take the honor, when we take the oath to automatically look for ways of being a solution-driven person, you'll always be winning. And that's something that we look forward to doing in this network. Not only in this network, but also more networks that we give birth to. So I'm excited for you. It's all about Winning Wednesday. You're here with Renee Knorr with the Global Women Wealth Warriors, GW3 Global Society. I want to hear more conversations from you. Make sure you go to our website, right at the globalwomenwealthwarriors.com. Go to the About Us. Underneath the About Us tab, I want you to go ahead on and fill in the information. It'll be right underneath to become a warrior, because we're talking about warrior mindset, that warriorpreneurs alongside with champions. We want to hear from you. We want to know how we can connect with you. Again, go to the website, Global Women Wealth Warriors, underneath the About Us. Underneath the About Us, you'll be able to go down, place in the information, your email address, as well as your name. Put a comment there. We would love to connect with you. That's what this season is all about. How we're showing up, how we're winning on purpose, and how we're taking what it is that we have now. We're forging stronger and bolder relationships, so therefore we can have greater results, because that's what winning is all about. The number 7. Powerful way to be able to commit to not only learning 7 new things for 2023 going into 2024, but also 7 new relationships, 7 new skills that you can learn, even new languages. How many of you guys have wanted to learn a new language and have stopped and started? I know I can admit to that. I have. So now I'm going to commit to learning a new language from 1 year to date. I look forward to learning that French, because Samira over there in Paris was so engulfed and engaged in teaching that language to us. And I find that French is definitely one of the sexiest languages out there in the world. But truly, I want you to commit to yourself 1 year from today, at least learning something new. It's powerful. Even if it's a new recipe. How many of you guys love to cook? If you love to cook, oh my God, I love cooking. I had a house guest, Miss Dina, spent some quality time with us last week. And I mean, this week, and oh my goodness, I guess it was last week. Oh my goodness, we prepared, we cooked every day, and it was just so incredible. So learn a new recipe. I challenge you to do that as well. Watch what it does for your system. It's going to get you fired up and excited as well. And guess what? I'll be the person to come taste your food because I am a foodie, guys. I am a foodie. So as we're preparing for you to win each and every day, 7 days a week, I want you to keep on spreading positivity. Guys, keep spreading that positivity. That is something that you have control over no matter what. 7 is also associated with, I would say, luck and good fortune, but we're going to sincerely say 7 is just about how we are winning. How about that, guys? 7 is about winning. And I want you to know that it's going to brighten up not only my day, but it's going to also brighten up your day when you keep that mindset positive. How is it that you're winning each and every day? And I have to say this, every Wednesday, you know what also Wednesdays are for me? Self-care days. Self-care days. How many of you guys schedule your self-care days? Because I'm going to encourage you guys to do that. If you don't take the time for yourself, you're missing your mark, guys. You have to pour much love into yourself. You know, Wednesdays, I go get a massage. Either I do my pampering of my nails or even my mani and pedi, but just really a way to relax. So definitely make sure you do that self-care, self-love. And truly, I'll say this last but surely not least, balance. Let's focus on harmony, because we have a lot of our entrepreneurs out there that sometimes they just go hard, but then they don't really celebrate their wins. So I want you to incorporate just when you go really hard for probably 2 or 3 months, you know how to also celebrate yourself as well. You promise me you're going to do that? If you're in the clubhouse, you promise me you're going to celebrate yourself. If you're on YouTube, if you're going to promise me that you're going to celebrate yourself, go ahead and put some fire emojis up. I want you to, that's right. We're going to celebrate ourselves and we're going to stay with that winning attitude. Well, guys, this is my segment. I'm going to go right back into the clubhouse so we can pour into this conversation. It's all about winning on Wednesday, because all we do is win, no matter what. But now we have something else that's going to help you to win. This strategy here not only is going to put you in the right mindset, I want you to make sure that you stay committed to why you got started in the first place. It's going to change your life. I'm Renee Knorr. I'm closing out the live version, and we're going to return right back into the clubhouse as we continue on with Winning Wednesday for this day with Renee Knorr. Thank you guys so very much. See you later.
Earth Hour resonates with my values of being responsible for nature. It is vital for me to ensure a green and great Mother Earth for all generations. I'm inspired to support the movement because I see the impact it has on individuals all around the world. With my 10 million tree planting project, adding more impact to it. Earth Hour is important because it allows us to work towards achieving better resources for nature. Tourism and agriculture are the backbones for Tanzania's economy, and they're also nature-based. So if we don't stop climate change now, these sectors will collapse. I believe in the power of unity and that the climate crisis is a matter of urgency.